Good morning and welcome back to the Monday Motivator. Today I'm going to talk to you about your habits. So habits is something that I dedicate a whole 2-hour workshop to on the FitFarms retreat because I believe that it's actually our habits that hold us back. Someone once said, I think it was Benjamin Franklin, said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And it's the hardest thing to change our habit. If you think about this simple one that we have when we're sat like this. So you sit like this with your hands in front of you. Most of you will have your right thumb on top. Make this small change and put the left thumb on top. And that feels really weird, doesn't it? And so it would be really difficult. We do this without thinking about it. We clasp our hands in front of us without thinking about it. Automatically, we'll go and put the right thumb on top. So it's really difficult even to make that small change just to put the other thumb on top. But that's the same thing with all of our habits. We'll go for the thing that's most comfortable, but it could just be that one small change that we need to make that will mean that we're going to get a different result. So that could be simply when you're on your way home from work, you know that your habit is to stop off at the petrol station, all the chocolate's there as your temptation, and that's your habit. You go to the petrol station, you pick up some chocolate on the way home because you're peckish, you start to get a bit low blood sugar. So imagine that you just took a different route home. That would mean that your whole entire outcome would change, or it could be one small change, like you decide to pay at the pump instead of going into the kiosk. That one small change can make the big difference. And so sometimes all it takes is breaking that one habit, that one thing that you're doing over and over on autopilot, which is meaning that you never quite get the results that you want. So have a think about it now. What is it? What if you were to choose one thing that you're doing, you think, you know what, that's not really working for me. That's maybe what it is that's causing me to put on weight or causing me not to do the things that I want to do. So it could be actually something you say to yourself, for instance, oh, I'm too tired. And that's a common one that people have. Maybe just a little low on energy. It just maybe means that you need a glass of water or two, or you just need, you've got a bit low blood sugar, you need a little bit of soup when you get in from work to stop yourself going into the down the route of choosing the unhealthy options. So think about that one thing maybe that you're doing that you want to change. And then it's just a case of, now that you're aware of it, every time that you're about to do that, just stop and say to yourself, I'm just going to wait a few minutes. I'm just going to wait 5 minutes before I do anything. And you can follow a simple model. It's called a STAR model. So it's S, stop. T, think about it. You bring it into your conscious mind. What am I doing here? Why am I floating to the fridge here in the adverts? A, assess. Think about it. Think, is this actually really what I want to be doing? Am I about to eat because I'm actually hungry, or is this just an automated response? What else could I do that would get a different response, one more conducive to what I'm really wanting? And then R, it's respond. So that's when you actually choose a response. You choose an action that is going to be more likely to get you the outcomes that you're looking for. So if you think about it, there's a massive difference between reacting, which is what you're usually doing when it's a habit. So, react, put your hands together like that. A response is thinking, okay, now I'm going to try putting the left thumb on top. I'm going to respond differently. It's something that's been brought into your awareness and you're consciously thinking about doing it. The key after that is that the more time you do this, the more times you choose that different response, the easier that then becomes. So all you have to do is do it again and again and again. And I'll give you an idea how long it'll take. It'll take you about a month. So if you're doing it every day, it's going to take you about a month to do it and to crack that habit. So that's all it takes. So for the next week, just try and tackle that one thing. And then have a think about continuing that for the rest of the month. think about, okay, how I'm going to make that into a practice you might want to use. We use a Magic 28 strategy at FitFarms. It's a simple star chart. It's simply just ticking off that you've done it that day. Helps you stay on track. So to me, that's one of the most powerful tools that we've got. The minute that we start to be able to choose different responses than our automated ones, we start to then take control of our outcomes and what we're going to get. So have a great week. Give it a whirl. Good luck with that. Speak to you soon.